Hey, Lance, Dennis Feidner, CFO on the go. Hey, listen, I've been wrestling with your problem. I come up with a solution. May or may not work. I want to take a look at it here. And then I also have one of my other partners says that he's got something that integrates with Sage 100 that looks like it may fit better. And he's going to send me some information on this. Obviously, this comes out of the box with Sage 100. What I'm going to show you, his would be something that adds on to it. So let me show you what I have. And again, a lot of these can be customized, but so this is a job record. And in the job record, I have job types. So I think that's one thing that you wanted to track. Job status, whether it's in the bid status, we bid it or it was refused, or we're working on it. A couple other fields in here. But this is the one back here. It's got 18 fields, and we can change these. So, if you look down here, I put in, change this field to be modules, so you can put a number of modules, the module type, a lot of date fields, dollar fields, and some of these, if I hit F7 here, my function 7, this is a date field. This is a date field, right? It's actually a character field. Could have a date in it. That's a date field. Etc. So, and if I come in here, another character field. So there's quite a few fields in here that you can kind of change around. So this is on the job record, the client record, so to speak. So I have that. And then where most of this stuff is going to wind up being taken care of is back here in what we call our punch list. And I can have different punch lists for the job. So this happens to be for Lance's Solar. And this is the master punch list. But you could separate this into just having for that job, an engineering punch list, a scheduling punch list, whatever, all those different punch lists, or you could have it all in one. So again, I'm just going to walk you through. I just kind of set these up real quick. This is my design header, right? This is all the things that happen under the design. So in here, I have a location field, which we could change that if we needed to. Division, which is kind of just what we call CSI divisions, but you could change these to be whatever you wanted. So it could be another field that you could sort on. Who the vendor is, who the contact is. Then these are all date fields, and I'm just going to highlight these here. A discovered date, a notified date, a scheduled date, a date it was completed, and a date it was finally approved, so that you have 5 date fields for each line item. If there's a value to this, we can put a value on it. If it's going to be billed to somebody, but again, we can change this column. I think this looks at the vendor list. So you could use that for subcontract list. A yes and no column, and then a big old notepad. And this notepad is a lot bigger than it appears. Each line item, so this one, each of these line items can have a notepad that's 90 pages long. So lots of places to put notes. In here, we have the ability to attach other documents. So if you have a signed approval from the city, you can actually scan that in and attach it if you want, photos if you want. So anything to do with this punch list could be put in here. The nice part here is there's a button up top here. As these items become completed, right, it looks at that completed date, I can hide them. So as things starts getting completed, that punch list starts to whittle down a little bit, so you're not looking at a couple 100 lines or so. You'd only be looking at the lines that you need to be that are not completed yet. A couple of user-defined fields here. Ability to do searches, off of this, so you could look for that. And then the ability on these date fields, and we've tested this already, date fields to send you alerts that says, hey, these 2 items or whatever here were scheduled to be completed by tomorrow, and this field is still blank. So, or this field is complete blank, scheduled here, and then this field over here still has nothing in it. We can send you an alert that says, hey, it's scheduled to be done today. We don't show it completed. Obviously, you people in the office have to be on top and plug that in, or you're going to get some kind of false readings on your alerting system. But somebody's going to have to be on top of this, that when it gets completed, they update this date, and you're done. And so I don't even know what a report will look like in here. I've never looked. So what is this? This is job. I think it's 2052. No, I guess it was. Maybe it's 2252. Hang on. If not, I'm going to have to go back and look. Oh, dummy. 2050. It was on the wrong line item. Tell it's early in the morning here. Yep, that's what I want. So, there it is. These are all items that have been approved. So, and we can change that around if we need to. I mean, and we can make it landscape and put some more columns on there, but just a little, and here's one to complete. So, anyway, take a look at that. If that makes sense and looks like it's going to work, then let's dive a little deeper into the rest of Sage 100. But I think you got enough fields here with, if we kind of use this one for something, and then we have this, this value we could change to whatever. Let me just check this real quick. I just want to show you some things here. If I hit my F7, this is a number, so it'd have to be a number. But then we have this notepad over here. It can be as big as you want. So I think you have the ability to do what you want. You had some things that may have to be split into two lines that you had on one line, but I think once it's set up that every time you do the next job, if I go back, this one here, and I save this as a template, right? Just all of these descriptions. And I save this as a template, and we're just going to call this Solar 1. I save that, and so if I have a new one coming up, I just say, hey, you know what? Load this template. And I should have said without the job number in there, but I would just come in and put a different job number in here, put job number 2 in here. And there it is. These are all in here. Nobody has to key them in. It's not a copy and paste. It's just a way of saving template or separate templates to make it easy for you. So anyway, take a look at this. Let me know what you think. Shoot me an email. And if you want to look at more of Master Builder, let me know. And I will have information on Bill's program. When I showed him your spreadsheet, he goes, God, this looks just like the one I'm doing for somebody else. It wasn't a solar company. It happened to be, you think I'd remember. He only told me yesterday. But anyway, it was for another kind of contractor, but he had a lot of dates and things that he had to track. So let me tell me what you think of this, and let's move forward. Thanks.